Hey guys, I am Pixel Dan, and this is a review of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles quarter scale shredder from NECA Toys. He's finally here, my friends, joining the ranks of the 1990 movie TMNT quarter scale line is the fearless leader of the evil Foot Clan himself, the Shredder. This is one I have been highly anticipating, so let's dive right in and check it out. Of course, the figure comes in that same style window box that we've seen for all of the other quarter scale turtles so far. Has great theming, very similar to all the stuff we would see on the old VHS box, all the promotional art for the movie. You got the great shot of the turtles kind of peeking out of the sewer lid there on the back, as well as some amazing photos of the figure that look like they are still shots straight out of the movie. And when you pull this thing out of the packaging, this right here is what we get. Look at this. Look at this. It is amazing. So here, let me start, of course, with the tape measure. Since this is a quarter scale figure, he measures right up to about a full 18 inches tall to fit right in with your 4 turtles and your foot soldier, or however many foot soldiers you bought to add to your collection. This right here is our amazing Shredder figure. The details on this are absolutely incredible. The sculpting is so great, and we're gonna get into that. But the first thing I wanna talk about, look at this cape, man. This cape is something to behold right here. This thing is absolutely amazing. First of all, the pattern on here, fantastic. This is one of those little tidbits that I don't think a lot of people really notice too much when you see him in the movie. You definitely see him wearing this big, shiny, silvery cape, but it's got this amazing, almost like zebra stripe pattern going on there, and that comes straight off of reference material for the movie, so NECA did an incredible job with this. The material is fantastic. It seems to be a bit weighted in there, which is what allows it to really hang and kind of flow the way you would expect the cape to do, and you'll notice that it hangs way down below his feet here. That is because it is meant to drape out on the ground behind him, and also it has the ability to kind of come up over his spiked shoulder pads like that. This thing is just amazing. It's totally phenomenal, and I love being able to really complete the look by adding that cape on there. Now, we're gonna take it off, and I wanna show you how you do that. There's actually just a small little metal clasp up there, just a little hook. So you can just unclasp it like that, and we'll kind of pull it off over the spikes there on his shoulders, and boom, just like that. Very easy to remove. Just a little metal clasp there that you can easily just hook together around his neck whenever you want to put it on the figure. So amazing stuff. I am gonna set that aside because now we are gonna focus on this gorgeous, gorgeous Shredder. So first of all, the details, fantastic. So NECA is well known for their amazing sculpting, and they've done some phenomenal work on the 1990 movie Turtles line because these things all have looked like they jumped straight off the screen, making some of the very best Ninja Turtles action figures of all time, no doubt about it, and absolutely the best that have ever been based on this movie. And finally getting a proper Shredder is just incredible. Look at that mask, the helmet. The helmet is amazing. Has almost like this gunmetal type paint deco on the chainmail type pieces around the head, while the actual blade coming over the top of the head and the mask itself has sort of like this nice shiny, brighter silver color to it there. And you can really see how great the facials are underneath that mask. You can even see through the mesh part on the front of the mask, just like you can in the movie. And get this, just like in the film, you can pop that front part of the mask right off to reveal a scarred Orokosaki underneath. Holy cow, an amazing sculpt work on the face there. You can see he's got the, like the nasty, wretched scratches going across his face from little baby Splinter scratching him in the film there. This is absolutely fantastic. And the mask easily just clips right back on. Just kind of find the right position there, and it snaps in place. And it holds really nicely. It holds real tight. So it's not loose, it doesn't fall off. Very easy to pull off just by giving it a nice little tug there, but it fits perfectly right back on the figure, nice and snug, right back in place. I absolutely love that. Looking at his outfit there, it's that kind of maroonish color that we saw him wearing in the film itself. Has great sculpted details where it looks like it's got some nice wrinkles and folds, so it's laying very naturally, especially down in the pants. You can see how they kind of billow out and they've got some nice folds and everything there. But what I really love is the shine. there's actually some glitter type worked in there. It's definitely like a glitter of some sort. In fact, when I first pulled him out of the package and started articulating him around, I did get some glitter on my hands, but it's not like overdone. It's not like falling off or flaking off or anything like that. And it looks fantastic. I mean, it gives him this amazing sparkle look, which is exactly how he appeared in the film. And it is just really, really nicely done. I love it. Of course, he wouldn't be Shredder without all of those spikes all over him. So you can see he's got the spiky shoulder pads up here. They are separate pieces. You can see you can kind of move them around. That way they won't get too much in the way of articulation. But it's worth noting that these are actually pretty hard. They're not real soft and gummy or anything like that. These are some hard spikes. So he's got those nice spikes over here on the right forearm, but of course over here on the left arm, not only does he have the spikes on his forearm, but he's got the ones kind of strapped to the outside of his knuckles there for those nice 2 long claws, which are absolutely fantastic. And of course, those same spikes can be seen down there on his shins. Now these are separate pieces, both the parts over the shins as well as the forearms, so you can kind of move them around there if you need to. That will adjust for the articulation. Fits very, very nicely. So as you can see, he balances really well. There is a lot of weight to these guys. They feel super solid. The plastic feels real nice on these guys. If you've had any of the quarter scale figures, I think you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. But he does balance really well. I haven't had any issues with him standing or anything like that, which is always fantastic when you're talking about these overly large figures, especially when they're heavier like this. Why don't we go ahead and talk about the articulation before jumping into all of the cool accessories. So that head is jointed very nicely, allowing you to roll it all the way around. You can turn it left, you can turn it right. You can see I just kind of bumped the mask off there, but that rotates all the way around there so you can get some good poses with that. Nice fluid movement. You'll notice that the top part of the collar on his shirt is also like a separate piece. This is so it can kind of fold around with the head there if you want it to. Those arms are jointed at the shoulders there. There's nice like ball-like hinge joints, so the arms can go outwards like this. That's about as far up as they go, but you know, they can still move forwards and backwards very nicely there. The part of his gi that's like around his arms is a bit more pliable, so you can see it kind of flexes with the arms there as you move it. You can swivel the arms at the elbow as well as bend the elbow. There are double joints at the elbows as well, so you can see good range of motion there. And then you can swivel the wrist, and there's hinge joints as well, so you can see you can move the hands up and down there. The torso is a nice ball joint at the waist, so you can see the upper body rolls all the way around. You can turn them left, you can turn them right, great range of motion there. You got real nice joint at the thighs there, nice ball joint so the legs can go outwards. It's also got those nice ratchet joints, so you can kind of hear it clicking there. That's part of the reason he balances and stands up so well, which is great. You got nice thigh swivels there. You've got double joints at the knees, just like that. Great range of motion there. And then the ankles, they can bend forwards and backwards. They are very tight though, and of course this is to help keep him balanced, but you can see it can bend them forwards and backwards, as well as slightly rock them side to side. They're a bit stiff doing that, so they don't do that too well, at least on mine, or maybe it's just because they're so tight, but again, the tight ankles are definitely to help keep him standing. But all in all, great range of motion there. Should be some good articulation, so you can find some really cool poses with this guy. And to help you out with that, he comes with a whole bunch of interchangeable hands. He's got 3 different hands for each side, so 6 hands total. Right now I've got him with the closed fists, but you've also got him with open hands, and you'll notice that the left hand always has the claws attached while the right hand is bare. So you've got the open hands, and then you've also got the gripping hands, which are going to be great for his accessories. So let me show you real quick how to do that. If you give a nice tug there to the hands, they will just pop right off there. They're just connected by pegs. You can easily press the new one in, just give it a nice firm press. Just like that, you have swapped the hands, and now you can attach some of his included accessories, such as this cool little sheathed dagger here. You know, last resort type of weapon. If he wants to go try to murder Splinter at the last second or something, boom, just like that. That's really cool. There's nowhere to really house this on him, I don't think, but it is neat that he's got the little sheathed dagger. Very cool little accessory. And then, of course, we've also got this crazy pike-like weapon, which we saw him battling the turtles with on the rooftop there in the film. This is fantastic. He does get a really nice tight grip on there. You can get some two-handed poses. You can have him shove that up to Leonardo's neck if you want to. It's a really fantastic accessory and really just kind of rounds out the overall look of this figure. So really, really great stuff. And of course, I'm talking about those other figures. You want to bring those in here so we can see what they look like. You know, we've got foot soldiers now, and maybe you're a madman or woman, and bought a whole bunch of foot soldiers. I've only got one here, but I can imagine how epic this would look with just a giant Foot Clan army surrounding Shredder. Oh, that would be incredible. And then, of course, we've got to bring in a turtle here, too. I was just talking about Leonardo, so let me stand Leo up here on the shelf right next to him. The turtles do feel bulkier, like width-wise, but height-wise, Shredder does look like he stands just a little bit taller than the turtles, which seems to fit in with the way the costumes looked in the movies. But all in all, they look amazing. They display so well together, and this is just an amazing addition to the collection. I cannot believe we've got a movie-accurate version of Shredder to add to our collections. I've been a huge fan of what they've done with the quarter scale line, and to tell you the truth, I don't even collect big action figures like this, but I love the original Turtles movie. It is my all-time favorite thing related to the Ninja Turtles, and getting these proper action figures is just a dream come true, absolutely. Of course, NECA is going to do a 7-inch version of this Shredder as a San Diego Comic-Con exclusive this year, but even with that, I am so glad that I own this amazing quarter scale figure. It really rounds out this collection, and if they keep these going, I will definitely be buying more. I love them. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that like button, leave me a comment to let me know what you think, and don't forget to subscribe. Until next time, my friends.